Hi friends, and Happy New Year. I hope you had a great holiday, and it's that time again, time for me to talk about all the great shows that I went to this year. I didn't go to as many shows this year as I normally do, something about the 112-degree temperatures that had me living the life of a hermit this summer. But as I review my blog and look at some of the shows that I did attend, I saw some of my very favorite acts of all time, so it was still a great year. It's always nice to see friends, and here is Sheboygan playing at Hole in the Wall, the very first show I went to last January. The first week in January in Austin is known as Free Week. All the bars in the Red River District and some other places downtown have free live music. Here's Quiet Company playing in the outside room at Emo's, which is sadly no longer. They closed the outside room in September, and the inside room is closing this week for a new location on the east side. Some new lovers, and yes, he's still an Austin treasure. Here's Bob Schneider playing at the Saxon Pub. And really, anytime you get to see him at the Saxon, it's a great time, a packed crowd, people come from miles around, and it's been like this for more than a decade. Johnny Gowdy's always a great person to see, whether it's like he is here solo or with his new group, Liars and Saints. Just in time to hear the people cheer. He's playing here at Momo's, which we just found out this week was going to close its location down on West 6th Street. They're not sure when or where they're going to open again. I got to go on a couple trips this year that included music, and this was one of the highlights. I went to New York, one night only, to see Evan Dando and Juliana Hatfield at the Bell House. Seeing this show made me so happy. It's definitely something I won't forget. So this was a show outside at Mohawk in February. Yes, it does sometimes get cold in Austin. It was freezing out. It featured Quiet Company, and Fastball, but it was just too good of a billing to pass up even with the cold. You've probably seen her on my site before. This is Pink Nasty. We're heading into South by Southwest now. She's definitely one of the best female artists in Austin. I'll go quickly through some of the other highlights of South by Southwest. This is John Vanderslice. This year's South by featured some flashbacks from the 90s. Here's the Smoking Popes. And if that wasn't nostalgic enough for you, here's some Duran Duran. These guys only sound nostalgic. Here's Fitz and the Tantrums. They played inside the convention center in the middle of the day and had everybody off their feet. Another old favorite from the 90s was there. She was here for South by Southwest, and it was just fantastic. Another one of my favorite bands is Ockerville River, and anytime they come to town, it's always great to see them.
What gives this mess some grace? Unless it's kicks, man. Unless it's fiction. I'm a train wreck.
So yeah, you're wondering, where are the old 97s? Where's Rhett Miller? Well, I had to wait till South by Southwest, but then I got to see them at 5 different shows over a couple of days, so it was well worth the wait. Their main showcase was at Antone's, and here they are singing with the legendary Exene Cervenka on 4-Leaf Clover. Why don't you come over and say you know what it's like? You have to get up pretty early in the morning to keep up with the old 97s. Here's Rhett and Murray at a KUT morning show. They actually had a KGSR show before this that I didn't even make. They are definitely some hard-working gentlemen. Then an outside show with the full band later that day.
This is the story of Victoria Lane. She started off on Parkland and ended up with me.
Then one last gig for Rhett and Murray, the Gibson Guitar Party. This song is one of my personal favorites.
I've been trying to tell you that I can tell you are a singular girl. Got the thing that I'll hide you on you, singular girl.
This was a great show. Ben Kweller opening for Pete Yorn. Here they are playing in an encore for Rock Crowd. It's always nice when there's a good show for my birthday, and I was happy when Salim Narala showed up with some of my other favorite Texas musicians, Joe Reyes from Buttercup and John Dufalo from Death Ray Davies and Apples in Stereo. Buttercup also played that night. And another Austin artist that I really like a lot was on the bill. That's Leatherbag.
Must be somewhere out of this stress. Everybody's out there running still. Nothing to contemplate.
My good friend Neil Metta's been making music again with a lot of his other friends in a band called Foskett No. 5, and they put out a new record this year.
Nothing to say. The horseshoe I hung from on the ground. 4-leaf clover never found. Tried to bring us luck, wasn't happening.
So now summer sets in with the blazing heat, but that didn't keep Austinites from attending Blues on the Green. Here's Quiet Company. And they opened for Bob Schneider. It's free, a really good time, and lots of good bands throughout the summer.
I just want to get a good time out of my life.
So it's June now, and the old 97s took a swing through Austin. Rhett did this radio appearance for Austin 360 Radio, the station that's run by the Statesman.
And the cigarette jazzing up the atmosphere. You think it's fine, I know it's broke. You think it's all some kind of joke.
So another great bill, they had Salim opening for the Old 97s at La Zona Rosa, with Joe Reyes and John Dufalo joining him again.
Spinning rackets on the bus, Montreal ahead of us.
And another rockin' show by Old 97s. Again, it's the Old 97s. They're playing Blues on the Green at Zilker. It was like 107 degrees, but they brought it. This is one of my favorite Old 97 songs. So now we're at ACL Festival. It had kind of cooled down by then, and it was actually kind of pleasant. This is the first time I'd ever seen Coldplay. And I was really surprised at how much I like them. I guess that's why they're one of the biggest bands in the world. This is Young the Giant, kind of a new band. They played on one of the big stages and put on a really, really great show. This is another band I like a lot. They're from Canada. It's City and Colour. The main artist is the lead singer, Dallas Green, and this is just such a pretty song. You may have seen Austinite Nakia on the NBC show The Voice this summer. His coach on the show was CeeLo, and here's CeeLo performing at ACL Festival, inviting Nakia up for the song that he sang on the show, without the profanity. Ryan Bingham has really matured as an artist. Being in the movie Crazy Heart, I think, propelled his career, and this show that he did at ACL Festival was really outstanding.
Trying to find anything you can feel.
Joseph Arthur is a really great singer-songwriter, and I'm always glad when he comes to town.
May God's love be with you always. May God's love be with you.
Ace Carl continues to be one of the hottest people in country music, Texas country music. He had a new album this year, K-Mag Yo-Yo, and he continues to put on great shows. In the fall, local favorites, and one of my favorites as well, Quiet Company put out a brand new record, We Are All Where We Belong, and you should definitely check it out.
Me and our two little children.
One chance to check out Rhett Miller. Here he is solo at Antone's in October, and he really is one of the best live solo acoustic performers going.
I said, picture that, you and me and you, living together happily, and never a dull moment. Picture this.
This was a little sneak preview of a new song for his forthcoming solo record.
I want to see that you just finished.
I didn't get to do that many interviews this year, but one thing I did get to do was interview Nakia from NBC's The Voice during Mass Comm Week. And that's another musician, Zeely, the local rapper, and he's also a Texas State student that joined us for the conversation.
You are really, really, if you work really hard at staying true to who you are and being yourself and not sacrificing that, that you can be successful and you can make your own rules, really.
As luck would have it, I was traveling to Maryland in October around the same time that Matthew Sweet was touring for the Girlfriend CD, one of my favorite CDs of all time, and I was so happy to get to see the show. And nothing could make me happier than to close out 2011 with one of my favorite bands of all, Wilco. It had been a couple years since I'd seen them, so I was really happy about it. I got to see Jeff Tweedy being interviewed by Evan Smith the day before on Overheard with Evan Smith. And here's Wilco performing with their opening act, Nick Lowe, to the classic hit, Cruel to Be Kind. So that's it. That wraps up 2011. I hope you enjoyed this little journey of my past year in music, and I hope you had a great year in music as well. Maybe I'll see you out in 2012. My resolutions this year are to get out and see even more music and to catch some new acts. Happy New Year, everyone.
And when I ask you to explain, you say